Facebook Live. And how are you today? Can you guys see me? If anybody jumps on, please let me know if you can see me, because everything's back to front and it says customize your dashboard. Got it. All right, so share to groups. Let's do that. We are going to share it to those two sisters. Time to shine. All right, so we should be live where we need to be live. I'm just going to check on my phone. Welcome everybody who's jumping in. A couple of you text me and said you're really excited about today. Let's have a look. Go to Facebook, see if you can see the live. Got to get the logistics sorted first, people. Let's turn it down so I can't hear myself talking. Can you guys hear me? A couple of people on, please let me know if you can hear me. Let's see. All right, yep. All right, good. Let's get started. We got 30 minutes together today, and you'll see that Michelle and I have started. Oh, yay. Can you hear me, Annie? Annie's on. Good to see you. Michelle and I have started doing a live every week. So I'm running it this week. Michelle and my sister will run it next week. Michelle's a lot more woo-woo than me, and she talks about light languages and shaman work and deep healing things. So it's a really beautiful bringing together of the world of science and how your brain works and how you're wired, and then also the spirituality, like the spiritual side of things. I just touched a button and lost myself. Let's click on this and see if we can make it bigger. Yeah, there we go. So every single week, this week it's at 12:30 for, because I had some things on this morning, but most of the time it's going to be on at 10:30 after community coffee. So Michelle will do community coffee from 9 a.m. and then we'll have this call on, and it will be live so you can all access it. So say hey in the box if you're here. Put in the chat box hey so I can see who's on here. I'd love to see who joins us. We've got Annie on, we've got Sadell on. Good to see you, beautiful. Who else? Not super loud. Let's see if this is better. That will probably be better because my face is closer to the microphone. So what I wanted to do is speak to you today about getting out of your own way. It's come to my attention over the last couple of months, and probably the last couple of weeks in particular, how all these challenges in our life, now you can have several different challenges. Everybody, no matter where you're at, hey Gabrielle, no matter where you're at in your life, we have some challenges. So for some of you, it's going to be losing weight, like getting your body to a healthy size and a healthy way, and it's about losing weight and starting to eat better and treat your body better. For some of you, it's going to be a relationship, calling in, craving a special someone into your life, or deepening the relationship with the person and the relationships that are currently in your life. So going deeper with your relationships. Sometimes it's in business. You might be running your own business and you want to take that next level, that next leap. You might want to write your own book. You might want to do your own deck of cards, similar to what I have. You might want to create your own merchandise, whatever it is that you want. Other things that can happen, it could be in your finances, like you're wanting to be financially free, but you just don't know how. You feel like you need to rely on a spouse or an employee to pay your wage every single week. But often, generally in one area of those life, health, wealth, finances, career, spirituality, we've got something that we want more of, and we give ourselves challenges and blocks along the way. And this is called Get Out of Your Own Way, because I'm going to give you some really quick, easy, accessible tips that you can do to overcome these challenges, to overcome these blocks, and then just like go sailing off into the sunset. One of the things to remember here is sailing off into the sunset is never really sailing off into the sunset forever, with no problems and no challenges and no people giving you a hard time, and you will always be equally supported and challenged. A lot of us have this fantasy or this infatuation that sailing off into the sunset is the Zen moment, and the moment that we've all been waiting for, and the moment that we desire, and the moment we're working for in life. But sailing off into the sunset can be a little bit every single day. You can be sailing off into the sunset and have that feeling at little different times each of your days. So we need to create that for you. We need to anchor that for you so you can have those moments without waiting for one particular time in life or one particular event in life. When I lose weight, I'll be happy. This was my journey. It went out in the newsletter today. when I lose weight, I'll be happy. Then it was I lost weight. And then it was like, when I get a husband and I get married, I'll be happy. And then I got a husband, I got married, and I was still, I don't know, I wasn't unhappy, but I had this yucky feeling on the inside of me, this emptiness, this loneliness. Okay, when I have kids, I'll be happy. And I have my kids, and then I was getting up, I was, fulfilled to a degree, but it was thankless. Like, I was up all night, I struggled with breastfeeding, I had postnatal depression, I'd put on so much weight. I was really challenged and struggling with life, thinking these children were going to fill that hole inside of me. I'd wake up, I was so busy all day with the kids, I'd wake up at night and have this really deep emptiness and loneliness inside of me. And I thought I was abnormal. Doing the work I know now, I know that there's more than 80% of you feeling like this, probably right now. And if not now, when you go to bed tonight and all the lights go off and you're all snuggled up and ready to rest and ready to sleep, that little voice in your head starts. I'm not good enough, I don't know how, why did she say that, I'm offended, I'm upset, and you give yourself a really hard time about it. So yeah, I went from, feeling all these things and thinking when I get there, I'll be happy, to realizing that happiness is a choice in the moment. And you get to choose every single moment of every single day that joy and that happiness. Now, the thing most coaches won't tell you is with that joy and with that happiness comes the arse end of it, comes the opposite to that. Once again, we're all focused on this joy and happiness. How do I get there? How do I do that now and now and now? And then when the opposite, the arse end of that happens, because it will and it does, it's the equal opposite. It has to happen. So when we're having challenging times, or when we're feeling upset, we make that bad and wrong or naughty, or if we're frustrated at something or angry at something, or we can't find our way through it or around it, or we eat the cake that we said that we weren't going to eat, or we don't go for the walk in the morning when we said we were, or we say something that's not sensitive to somebody else's feelings, and then we give ourselves a hard time for it, and we cut ourselves down. Let me know if I'm just the one that's done this, okay? Put in the comments, there's still several of you on the call, put in the comments if you do this. We have this subconscious expectation that life is going to be rosy and sail off into the sunset, and we're all like craving, grappling to get there. But then you realize you can have those little moments every single day. And with those little moments every single day, every single moment of every single day, you can choose it. But on the flip side of that, you also have to have the negative or the perceived negative. And then we get lost in the negative. We get lost in this hamster wheel, in this cycle of the not enough, the grief, the trauma, the brutality of life, the suffering, the hardness of life. And it's hard, and I get it, and I know it is for a lot of you right now. Really hard. But there's ways out of it, and that's what these webinars are about, is to give you quick, succinct, easy ways to go from where you are right now, regardless of where you are at in your journey, just to give you a little reprieve. You hear me talk about 2 millimeters. I don't want to make it too much for you. I don't want to make it not sustainable. The people that work with me one-on-one or come to the retreats and work with Michelle and I, we make small incremental changes every single day. And those little small changes then become our standard and our new normal. And this awareness that I talked about earlier of having the joyful moments every single day, the sail off into the sunset moments every single day, and then honoring on the flip side of that is that you have the perceived negative of that. When we can stop ourselves spiraling down into those negative moments and staying in those negative moments, that's where the real power is. When you can take the perceived negative moment, conversation, action, perception, thought process, and self-reflect on that and have a conversation with yourself in the mirror. So this is tip number 1, talking to yourself in the mirror and have a conversation with yourself is extremely powerful. It sounds crazy, but try it. So my girls and myself, we all started with mirror work, like having a full conversation with yourself in the mirror. Like, it's kind of confronting, right? I would say that's pretty confronting. Tell me in the comments. If you're watching this later, #replay, and tell me in the comments if you just think all of a sudden rocking up to the camera, where are you guys up there, and being like, hi, you said this, and we need to have a chat about that because maybe that wasn't your full truth, or you said that you weren't going to eat that piece of cake and then you ate it. Let's talk about that. Come on, Daisy. When I have these conversations with ourselves, it can be kind of weird and kind of confronting. So where we start with it is mirror work. You want to start with your mirror work. And we start in the morning and we wake up, and the first thought we do, the first thought you think in your head, basically creates your whole day. So this is rewind a little bit on the mirror work. So even before you walk up to the mirror, guys, this is not costing you a cent. This is the things that me, Michelle, and the community do to change our life. If you want to take it more and deeper and get more support and learn more techniques, we can definitely help you with that. But this is where we all started, and you're getting it all now in half an hour of my time for free. Because you're getting it for free, a lot of you will discard it. If I charged you $2,000 for this information, you would bloody well do it. So you make sure you bloody well do it, because it's going to change your life. And I want you to pick one of these 3 things, or these several things I'm going to share with you today. And I really invite you to commit to it. Don't pick all, however many I'm going to give you. I've got 7 on the list. I might get through 3 or 5. I'll see what feels good. Don't say, I'm going to do them all, because you're not going to do them all. Just pick 1 or 2 that feel a little bit uncomfortable for you, and do them every single day for 7 days until you see Michelle on here next Wednesday. Or following 2 weeks, 14 days until you see me come on again in 14 days next Wednesday. Do it every single day. And I can guarantee you, if you are committed to it, your life will change. Hey, Kazi, good to see you on here. I've missed you. I know your work times changed, so you couldn't get on the group calls, but it's good to see you on here. And this is going to be a reminder for you, because you know this, and a lot of others of you may know this, but you may have stopped doing it because you get busy, you get overwhelmed, someone says something, your routine changes, and then you go back to old habits. So I'm here as a reminder, I'm here as a reflection of your greatness, how freaking beautiful and amazing and incredible each and every single one of you are, because you are. And I don't just say that in words, I fully feel it, and I bloody well mean it. And you know, if you've worked with me or you've met me, that I'm the real deal, and I believe in you. I believe no matter where you are at in your life, that if you commit to yourself and get clear with your desires in life and what you want, you can make it happen. And when you're supported and surrounded by a like-minded group of women or men or community that hold you up and celebrate you and pave the way, and you do it all together, it's even more fun. So here we go. The tip number 1 is mirror work. We're going to rewind a bit before the mirror work. We're going to visit the first thought in your head every single morning. What's the first thought in your head when you first wake up? So for many years, mine was, I can't wait to go back to bed tonight. My body ached, I was tired, my back was in agony, and obviously wasn't breathing properly, my skin was terrible, I was embarrassed about my crooked teeth, which I don't even have. You might notice I do have a back to front one here, no one knows it until I get on Facebook Live and tell everybody about it. I just was really so self-conscious of the way that I looked, and so self-conscious of the way that I presented, that I was always nervous. I was always running this flight or fright. So I just didn't even want to get through the day. The first thought to my head was like, I don't want to do today. I can't wait to go back to bed tonight. I've got nothing to wear. I know it seems minimal, but back when I was depressed, I never had anything to wear. I always looked like such a dag. Now I just live in gym gear, and I got my own merchandise done, so I don't have that problem anymore. But that would as ridiculous as it sounds, that would stress me out. I never had anything to wear. I never knew what to eat for breakfast because I didn't know myself. I just didn't want to do the day. I just wanted to go back to sleep, and I found myself sleeping a lot. That was my cycle, to avoid. So then what I did was I changed that thought, because I'm not going to give you more to do. What I want to do is, you're already thinking something when you wake up. We simply change it. That's why what we do works. I just don't give you more to do. We just change what you're currently doing. That means takes no extra time, no extra effort. It doesn't cost you a cent. So all your challenges, all your excuses were just busted, right? So what are you currently thinking when you first wake up in the morning? Take a moment now to reflect on that. And then we're going to change it. And we're going to go into gratitude. And you're going to take a moment, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, to feel immense gratitude. I get up now and I write my gratitudes down. I do 1, something I'm grateful. I'm going to put this in the comments. Something I am grateful for now. So I write that. And then number 2, oops, that tagged someone that I didn't need to tag. I am grateful for now. Number 2 is something I am great. Can you guys see these comments coming through? Grateful for in myself or body. And we want 3 of these. And then the third one is gratitude. I am grateful for, my spelling's not great, I'm grateful for, oh Deb, you can write that one. You can write the last one because you had them from last night. Can you put it in the comments, please? Hey Deb. What I'm grateful for, like a creation that I am calling into the world. So I do those 3 gratitudes. I get up and write them. But if that's too much of a step for you, because it means you've got to get a diary and a pen, or a journal and a pen, and that's out of your realm at the moment, because when I first started, that would have been too much hard work for me. It would have been, nah, too hard, I'm not doing it. Just lay in bed and switch that thought to what you were currently thinking. And if anyone's getting the messages through, Deb, what did you think prior to doing the work? Like, what was your initial thought when you first woke up in the morning? Kazi, if you're still on there, let us know. Anyone else that wants to share, what did you think prior to doing this work? Or if this is something new to you, what are you currently thinking? If you'd like to share it in the comments, it'd be very helpful for other people. Now, some of you are going to be a bit scared to share in the comments, and that's okay. Just take the leap and do it. Reality is most people aren't going to know who you are, and if they do, they're going to cheer for you and say, good on you, girlfriend, because we know how hard it is to share and be seen in front of people, as I'm sitting on here babbling on to you all. So what's your current, or what was it when you first started to do this work? Mine was, I can't wait to go back to bed tonight. I don't want to do today. I want to hear some of yours. So then the second thing is you just go deep into gratitude. Either get up, grab your journal and write your gratitudes, or you lay in bed, and just go through gratitude, intense, immense, gratitude rampage for several minutes. And it sounds something like this. You're laying in bed and it's just like, I'm so eternally grateful for the hair on my head and the roof over me at the moment and the bed and how warm it is. And you just gratitude rampage on what's happening in your life right in that moment. I'm so grateful that I'm warm. I'm so grateful my digestive system worked overnight. I'm so grateful for the healing that happened to me last night for me in my circumstance. I'm happy and grateful for the amazing man that I get to wake up to next to every single day. I'm so happy and grateful for the children, the beautiful children that I have. I'm so grateful for my personal trainer, Kayla Peel, who trained me this morning. Oh, I get to go training today. I get to move my body. My back's been a bit sore, but you know, I've got the best on board. Kayla's going to help me out with that. Oh my God, Kayla Peel. I'm so grateful for her. All the beautiful, amazing, wonderful people that I get to work with and that I get to see and connect with every single day. I'm so grateful for all of them. I am so god dang grateful that I've created this life for myself, that I get to wake up and walk down my hallway and open my fridge to all this beautiful organic food that's important to me and make my coffee. Shit man, I got a coffee machine. I couldn't afford one of them for many years. A beautiful coffee machine, and my last upgrade was organic coffee. I'd always wanted organic coffee at $40 a bag. I didn't think I could afford it. So my 2 upgrades, side note, and I'm going off on a tangent here, was organic coffee. And instead of using the key to get into my door, because one of my highest values is efficiency, if you haven't guessed, beep, I just use my fingerprint now to open my door and it's automatically boom. So yeah, you want to go, I'm so grateful for my coffee machine, and I'm so grateful for my front door beeper thing. I'm so grateful for my beautiful, healthy, challenging little shits of a kid sometimes. I'm so grateful for the fridge and the food in it and the lights that work. Like honestly, electricity is such a miracle. If you just sit and you wonder about electricity and how it works and how it graces us every single day, your life will change. So you want to do full gratitude rampage. I want to hear from everybody right now what your gratitude is. Let's do a gratitude rampage in the chat. So I'm going to, as you do your gratitude rampages, I'm going to read through some of the comments. Deb says, I'm grateful for my own grateful creation. Beautiful. Kazi Bear says, I used to wake up and think, oh my gosh, I have so much to do today. Where am I going to start? That's a big one. Who else thinks that? Oh my gosh, I've got so much to do. Where am I going to start? And your day starts in panic and overwhelm. And then I can guarantee, like, I can pick your life by when you tell me that thought in your head, I can describe your life pretty much down to a T. How you eat, how you connect with people, your intimacy, everything about you by that first thought. So we're going to change it. We're going to get more in your life. Used to wake up. Yeah, so that's the paradox. A lot of people run, I've got so much to do. I'm so overwhelmed. And you're getting up and getting everything done. Or the opposite to that is snooze, just procrastination. And then you'll find yourself in a paradox sometimes of getting so much done, or then just being totally exhausted that you can't go on. And you flake out in bed for 2 weeks just to get a break, sick. That's also what I used to do. No, that's another webinar. Sadal says it was overwhelming. Now one goal a day and one at a time. Yeah, very timely for you to be listening to this. That's beautiful, Sadal. So grateful for you. For me, thank you, Kayla. I'm grateful for you as well. And Deb Karga said her first thought used to be, I just need 10 more minutes. Snooze the alarm or frig, it's cold. Who thought that this morning? It was really cold this morning. All right, so we've got gratitude. I know this is basic, guys, but like I said, a lot of you are going to know this and you've fallen off the wagon and you're not doing it, so it's a reminder to you. There's going to be a handful of you listening to this now or later that this might be completely new information to, and you've seen me and Michelle on Facebook and you're thinking, who are these crazy girls? And after listening to this, you're going to be like, oh, maybe she knows what she's talking about. I'm going to start coming to more of her stuff. Let me know, girls, who's on, who's worked with us. Karen has in the group coaching. Sadell's come to a half day. Deb, one of our beautiful VIPs. Kayla, a beautiful VIP. She's just about to start her podcast, I believe. Got the power. When you're on stage, you got the power, baby. Who else was up there? Gabriella and Annie. Good to see you guys. Let us know. Sadell says, being able to get my hair done today and a free spray tan at the gym. Ooh la la. That sounds beautiful. So just remembering, this is going to be new to some of you. It's going to be old, just a reminder to others. But just honor where you're at. Radical acceptance for wherever you are in your journey, however you're showing up. This all starts with a full acceptance of all of ourselves. If you didn't get our newsletter today, there's some free content over in the newsletter. Drop your email below and I'll send you the newsletter. It's got EFT tapping in it. It's got the magic morning routine in it, all as links. And there's a third thing in it that's absolutely amazing, but I can't remember what it is. So if you didn't get the newsletter, please drop your email in below and I will have the team send that to you. It comes out every Wednesday. Okay, so we got gratitude. We got mirror work. Maybe that was the final video. Maybe it was the mirror work. So you're going to do your gratitude and then you're going to do your mirror work. And the second thing that I just mentioned was EFT tapping. Even before you start the exercise routine, before you start changing the way that you eat, before you start going on dates, before you start creating your business or changing your income or having the conversations at work or the thing that you need to do, we want to do EFT tapping. Now I have a video on it over at YouTube. Don't ask me how it works, it just does. Even though I feel, and usually for me it used to be I never used to feel enough, like nothing I could ever do was enough. Even though I feel lazy, even though I feel not enough, even though I feel, and you insert the negative there, even though I feel overwhelmed, even though I procrastinate, I deeply and profoundly accept myself. Once again, a reminder to some of you, honestly guys, I do this almost every single day on my morning walks. Even though I feel not good enough, anxious, depressed, miserable, attacked, pedestaled, whatever's coming up for you, I deeply and profoundly accept myself. And then you go through the whole process and keep chanting the words all the way, and it changes your vibration. It changes something in you. Once again, accessible, free, and you can do it straight away. So get onto it. Gabrielle says, I am grateful for my journals. Yeah, me too. I have 2 now. Look, we're just in the process of getting these branded with the ascension symbol that my sister designed, Michelle, and designed that. Actually, it's easier to show you this one. And then on the back it says rise up, soul sister, in the same writing as my book. Do I have a book here to show you? Because Gabrielle, you may not have seen my book. So this is my first book, Rise Up, The Soulful Guide to Success. That's Amazon bestseller. If anyone wants one of those, it's just on the website www.thosetwosisters.com. And it's about everything I'm talking about right now, basically. My second book is called Millionaire Mum, Motherhood, Money and Mindset. And it's, a real-time account of my journey from postnatal depression, not feeling good enough, waking up in chronic pain, to I'm not a millionaire yet. I am in my head, in my manifestations. I'll talk about manifestations on another live in the next couple of weeks. But it's a bold declaration to the universe that this is the path that I'm taking. And I always believed that I could either be mum or a successful financial businesswoman, that I couldn't do both. It had to be at the sacrifice of one or the other. I could either be present and nurturing and a beautiful mum at home with the kids, or I could be a freaking hard-ass businesswoman, boom, making the money, doing the thing, getting it done. And I was like, you know what? Limiting belief. I was limiting myself because that's not true. It was something I picked up along the way. And so I've changed that. I'm creating financial abundance for myself and my family and hundreds of other families now, showing other women how to do the same. But it was important for me, and it's actually written in this book, that families didn't lose mums to the workforce. Because what I was noticing out there with this rise of coaching, and I saw it in network marketing, where we're hard workers. Women are freaking amazing. Give me a peace sign or a thumbs up or a love heart in the comments if you understand women are powerful and strong and flipping amazing. They're so resilient. We can be quite chaotic, but that comes with the territory. But you guys are amazing, and you don't realize how amazing that you are. And I realize this, that because we're so amazing and whatever we put our mind to, we can get done. I'm working with so many women that families were losing their mothers to network marketing because we're so busy up. I was one of them. Up till midnight, every bloody night, doing the back end. It would drive me crazy. I hated it. But I did really well at it because I was helping people. And I was using essential oils. I believed in the product as much as I believe in my hand here showing you. I believe in essential oils and I believe in nature. And I was up every night till midnight. And then I was away Friday night, Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon at workshops, helping other families. And that meant I wasn't here for my family. So it was important to me. I wrote this in this book. Too many people, too many families are losing their mum to the workforce, are losing their mum to going back to work prior to being ready for it. So I wanted to help you women create a way that you can have financial abundance, financial freedom while being at home with your kids. Likewise, if you don't want to be at home with your kids, I'm not going to judge that. Because for some mums, that is their thing. They want to go. I've worked with plenty of them, and not to make that wrong. Radical acceptance, no judgment here. If you're a mum and you want to pay a nanny to look after your kids and you want to go in and make a difference and work in town or do the travel, whatever, as long as that's your truth, then that's fine and you get to work with that. Here, so I'm getting through them. So you've got gratitude, mirror work, EFT. I'm going to give you a little bit more. Any questions before I go on? I'm going to read this out. Oh, that's what I was telling you before I read them out. These are about to just have for our VIPs and Ascension Circle members. We're getting the Ascension symbol here. And then if you're in the Ascension Circle, which is the business mamas, which are going to Port Douglas for a retreat in June. It's coming up quick. We're going to get your name across the top there. But anyway, Gabrielle, you gave me that idea because you said grateful for your journal. I know, it's like your best friend, right? Okay, so Deb Karga, I am grateful for my warm bed and lambskin pillow. I am grateful for technology, electricity, income, and Samsung for a mobile phone. To be able to have coaching, wisdom, support, community accessible at my fingertips. I choose to ignore the voices that don't serve me on my phone and choose to follow people and listen. Follow people and listen to those who are where I want to be and are on the same thought pattern. Yeah, right, we're on the same wavelength. Love hearts from Gabrielle, love hearts from Kazzy Bear, Karen Duncan. Karen Ross says to me the other day, do you remember loud Karen from gymnastics? And I was like, I remember loud Karen from gymnastics. I had to tell you that because I knew it would make you giggle. All right, so gratitude, mirror work. The third thing, just writing it down here, that you can do to get out of your own way is create a deep, intimate bond with your compelling new identity. I've got 1 minute to tell you this. I'm going to go over time a little bit. Okay, so if you're a beginner, this is going to be a lot for you. But I just want you to listen and take this information on. If you've been working with me for a while, all the information is over on the Teachable dashboard. And I'm continuing to add to it this week. But we're creating a deep, intimate bond with the future self, with the compelling new identity. Because guys, what happens in life and why we don't get out of our own way is because our brain is predictive. So everything that's happening in your life right now is as a result of something that's happened in the past and how your brain has perceived it. So you know like predictive text, when you're typing hello, H-E-L, and then it comes up as L-L-O, how did it know that? Because it's been programmed with that information. Your brain, going along the line, driving and just going along the road, and the light turns red. How do you know to get mad at that? How do you know to get frustrated at that? How do you know to be like, ooh, Tell me what you do at a red light. If you're still on it, if you're watching this later, tell me what you do, because everyone does something when you drive up and see the light is red. Me, I'm like, I don't have time for this. And I get frustrated and I get impatient, and then it starts going around in my head. Why do I always get the red lights? Why is it always me? I've gotten every single red light along here. Guess what then happens? That creates the energy, that creates manifestation, that creates focus, attention. Energy goes where energy flows. Even if I don't get every single red light, I feel like I bloody well do. And I create that reality for myself because somewhere in the past, I've heard my mum or my dad or the teacher or the uncle or the auntie or the carer or the bigger sister or whoever, someone has had that reaction, and I logged it in my memory as that's my truth. And so we're using a very easy example of a red light here, but can you imagine the bigger things? Can you imagine the bigger things in life, like relationships and feeling abandoned and self-sabotaging, and the things like anxiety and how that is triggered in you? So our brain is predictive, and it's taking all the information from the past and bringing it forward. So in that case, I pretty much know, or you pretty much know, or your brain knows what you're going to do and be tomorrow because it's taking it from the past. And so in this work, what we do is, instead of doing the default being the past identity, what we know and what we've been taught by society, teachers, preachers, all the people around us that we've just reacted to because that's what we've been taught as little kids, we never questioned anything. We draw a line in the sand right now and we connect in with the future self, the knowing, the compelling new identity. So for me, in terms of writing the book, the millionaire self, what would she do? She's wearing different clothes to that woman that used to wake up and be freaked out about having no clothes to wear for the day. She's thinking and doing different things when she wakes up in the morning. She's spending her time doing different things. She's wearing different clothes. She's eating different food. So I ask her. I go to her when I need to make decisions in my business, instead of me, up until now, in my physical form, never got $1 million business yet. So I need to access out into the future, out into the manifestation. I need to invite her in. So this is what we do with people, is create that connection through your gratitude and your mirror work. We raise your vibration. And this is why what I do isn't hard. You supported every single step of the way. Me and Michelle are there. The community is there. But you've got to believe in yourself enough to take the next step and say yes to the next thing. And I'm going to give you some options at the end of this if you did want to work with us, or you did want to experience this more, or you did want to explore the possibilities for you. And we've got everything, right from the 15-gram packages down to the $88 bundles to all the free content. So from free, an $88 bundle, $500 packages, $15,000 packages, whatever is right for you. That's why we designed it like this, because most people aren't ready for a 15-gram package yet. But we start you here on the free content. You're here with us now. I'm going to tell you about the $88 bundle. I'm going to tell you about the next couple of little things. And then if you choose to move on to that, you can. If this is enough for you, just stay here. So gratitude, mirror work, you do your EFT tapping, you meet your future self, you get really clear about how she speaks, what she does, what her relationships look like, where she's living, what's a handbag look like, how much money is in a handbag, what does a wallet look like, is it full of receipts and full of crap, or is it clean and clear and it's got cash in it when you open up? This is all the stuff we go through at the retreats. And we do meditations, we meet her, we access her, and we let her lead the shots and call the shots. It is so powerful. So before I get off, I am going to tell you, so do all those things, your life will change. If you're feeling like you want more support, there's a couple of different options if you wanted to work with us. The first one is the $88 bundle. There's an $88 bundle, and in that bundle you get access to the Compelling New Identity Mastermind with the spreadsheets, checklists, videos of how I've accessed my future self to help me finish writing my second book, The Millionaire Mum, Motherhood, Money and Mindset, because I got to the end chapter and I couldn't write it. It's called Compelling New Identity. You are her and she is you. And so I'm here trying to write this from here and from the past. I'm like, no, I need to access out there to finish this. So I've created a whole database, a whole mastermind over the processes I went to access this woman. So for $88, you get access to that. You get 4 group coaching with me, with all the exclusive people that are working with me in my high-end packages. So 4 group coachings. Now that's valued at, they're $150 each times 4, $600. You're getting it all for $88. You get a copy of my audio book so you can listen to my first book. And there's something else in that package that I can't remember what it is. So $88 if you want to work with us. I'll drop the link in the comments. You can just go buy it and you'll receive all the little bits and pieces. The second thing, if you want to work with us for free, we have our 6 Steps to Soul Success workshop on May the 15th. Write that down now. May the 15th from 9 to 1. It's free for you guys. 6 Steps to Soul Success. And Michelle and I take you through for 4 hours. We take you through the steps that we have taken to live the life that we live today and that we teach all of our clients and go through. And once again, they're just little bit by little bit increments. So then our normal and our standard is raised and this becomes our new normal. And then as we work together, this becomes our new normal. And then it's organic and easy and you don't have to work really hard and try really hard. Actually, that's probably the best 2 options for you, that $88 bundle or come along to the half-day workshop. Now, if you're liking this information, I have a podcast out there, Rise and Shine podcast series. We're up to episode 59 and you're going to love it. People binge listen to it and it's an incredible way to be able to support and give value to your people. So I work on that for you guys. I record it every single Monday morning for the last 59 weeks in a row, whether I've been on holidays, rain, hail or shine. Not one week has been missed in 60 weeks. That's how committed I am to your growth and supporting you through and helping you get out of your own way. Because honestly, guys, the only thing stopping you from living this life of abundance and freedom and health and joy is yourself. Is this brain, this predictive text that we're living from the past. It's what we're designed to do. And until someone comes in and breaks that pattern, it's going to be a hell of a hard time for you. So, Sadell, I know you got the bundle. I hope you're finding that very valuable and a few others on here as well. But please let me know. I'm going to drop the links in down below. I'll contact you and send you an email personally or a Facebook message personally if I can see who was on here. But thank you so much for joining me, guys. I really hope that you've got some value. If you're watching this later, hashtag replay, and I'd love to hear your aha moments. Pop in down below. There's a whole lot of content, sort of this like cannonballed at you over that last 37 minutes. And I want to hear what you've got from it. What are your takeaways? What did I remind you of that perhaps you had forgotten? What was something that was like, oh, wow, I'd never thought of that before, but yeah, I get that, and I'm going to change that. So 1, your aha moment, and 2, tell me what you're going to change so I can hold you accountable. And when I see your name pop up on these calls, I can check in with you. We've got, Deb here, Karen's here, Kayla's here, Sadell's here, like all these beautiful women I work with who I've met somewhere along the lines, and we get to remember each other and get to connect this way. It's a bit different, but it's the way of the world these days. So please let me know your aha moments, your biggest takeaways, and the thing that you're going to do so I can hold you accountable. I'd be a real privilege to be able to sort of see you start to blossom and flourish and bloom like a lot of the other ladies in the community. All right, my loves, I need to work out how to end this live video. And there we go. Thanks for joining me. Bye, everybody.